Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I'll be doing a reaction video on King Crimson's Frame by Frame off of the Discipline album. Now I'm a huge fan of King Crimson, though I have to admit I've only really explored the earlier works from Red, Lark Tongues and Aspect, In the Core of the Crimson King, and The Wake of Poseidon, and albums like this. Thing is that when I explored King Crimson all those years ago, I really got turned off by some of the 80s works coming out of listening to the 70s works. Very different stuff, different cast of musicians. This one adds in Adrian Belew and Tony Levin on bass. Bill Bruford was kept, I see though, from the days of Lark Tongues and Aspect and Red and all that. Now, today I thought, why not explore some of those 80s works that had been turned off all those years ago. I've only really listened to Elephant Talk off of this album. I think I listened to Mate Kudasai, but I can't even remember what that sounded like. But today it seemed like this one was sort of upvoted on the internet. I did some looking around and see what was well liked from this album. So now I'm a music producer. I've been producing for over 10 years. So from that perspective, and without further ado, let's get on with it. All right, look at that bass. Speed bass, speed demon. Incredible precision. Nice. Drums opening up space. Nice. Good setup. The drummer's just... And he's still going wild on the bass. It's incredible. Oh, I love Bill Bruford. He's easily top 3 drummer all time for me. The sophistication and the finesse, it's unbelievable. Interesting chord choices from Adrian. Or was that Robert Fripp? Nice. That's got to be Robert Fripp there. He has a great voice, especially for the era. Look at that high note. Robert Fripp really getting the intricacies. And there goes the bass again. Oh, such talent. I challenge any of you to try to keep that up. Let alone do it for 5-10 seconds. And there comes the drums again, adding a little sophisticated patterns into it. I really like it. It's incredible. It's so beautiful. Very experimental, avant-garde. I like his voice, but I can see how some might not. Nice. Man, that bass. all the instruments fit really well together. The composition's very advanced, I feel like. To make these sounds work together, that takes some vision. Because you have the bass going at such a high tempo, and the drums, and then to have that guitar work in the middle of all that. And no one really plays guitar like that, really. I mean, the way it's very a trademark Fripp style sound. He's very much his own kind of guitarist, I've always found. And the bass coming on in. Alright, I guess that's it. That's incredible. And, wow. So, very high tempo, and it doesn't really let off the gas. I mean, there isn't really much besides the singing portions that have a sort of a slowing down, but even then there's still a very high tempo going on, and it's really aggressive and it demands your attention. Now, coming out of this era of the 80s, I like it a lot. There's certain elements to it that very much sound like it comes out of the 80s. The bass is excellent. I mean, top notch, like world class. And also the drumming, very, sophisticated, Phil Collins style, like, and I've always loved Bill Bruford for that. Just very complicated little, subdued, not so in your face. There are some elements where it is a little bit expanded, but for the most part, it's to accent what's going on around it. It's not really to take center stage in any way or to be aggressive overly. I really like that. And Robert Fripp, of course, with his trademark guitar sounds, making it all work together. So overall, this is a great track. I would definitely give it like an 8.8. For what it is, it's really great. I like Adrian Belew's voice. I can see why some might not. It's kind of like the Talking Heads a little bit. I just have that little bit of that sound in his voice. It kind of sounds like the Talking Heads. But overall, I really liked it. So I'm glad to have listened to it and actually give myself the chance to really listen to more of some of 80s King Crimson. Anyways, I hope you liked the reaction video, and all right, stay tuned for more. Later.